It's already recording.
Do I gotta press the button?
No, it's already recording. So just that's the first thing you want to do is get this just all lined up. You make sure that your chain is in good condition. You want to make sure that these are all facing up, since we're going to be putting the chain on top of the tires. And like I said, you just want to extend this. You want to make sure that these hooks right here, they're undone like this, that they're spread, because we're gonna be tightening them up when we put the chains on there. You want to make sure that all these are open like that. And you want to keep extending like this, making sure that everything is in the correct position how it's supposed to be. They're opened up. These are extended. And then just something to note, these little hooks are going to be the ones we're going to be using to hook this onto here and the other side. So just once again, just check and make sure that these are all facing up so that they don't puncture in the tire. They should be facing out. When they're facing in and they make pressure, they puncture the tire. Facing out, facing up. These are open, 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 and all facing up. Grab this. What you're gonna want to make sure is that they're even on both sides. So you got this line that runs down the middle, and then however much slack difference there is here, you should have over on this side as well. Fix them up on both sides. Make sure that they're pretty well stretched out. You don't have any clumps or chain anywhere. So you can either leave the slack towards the front and roll forward, or leave the slack towards the back and roll backwards. Either way, what you're trying to do is you got your chain, so you want to leave room in the front or in the back so that you can tie it together. You don't want to have, just a little bit of room anywhere else. Usually you want the room in the front or the back. Just double check on my chains. The back here as well. And I'm actually gonna push it a little bit forward, because if you can see right here, it's like dangling a little bit. So when I roll forward, it might catch it wrong. So what I want is to have it as close to the tire as possible. So when I roll forward with it, it goes exactly where I want it to go. Back right here, back there, and here. Now I want to align it so the tires run over it directly, like so. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull forward. And once the tire is a little bit over it, I'm going to stop. So it's going to be about from here to here.
Can we pause it?
No, you can keep it going. You can just record how it goes over the chain.
see what you did.
So now we got room to work on back here. Now all I'm gonna do is come up on this side and start tying all these together. Again, I'm just gonna make sure that my chain is the right slide for both sides. That's why it's better to do it with the trailer off. When you're under the trailer, it's a little bit harder to work with. So whenever I can, I park the trailer and I pull the bobtail forward so that way I can just slip it in, jump in it, and I can work on it. And actually pull forward a little bit more to have it a little higher. Yeah, with the chain being where it's at now, it's going to be much easier for me to be able to hook it on. Come forward. And I like to get it right here. You know, since right now I just want to get it started, I'm going to just bring it around the second hook right here on the chain. Pull it back. Back to that little first link we talked about when I was out on the ground. It's not supposed to be like this right here, but right now I just want to get it. I just want to get it hooked, and then I'm gonna rework it from there. Now this middle one, I'm gonna get it on this hook, and then finally this one right here, I'm gonna get it on this one. So from here, like I said, it's about to be, I think the second one right here might do it. Right here. So that way it's getting tighter there. Back now on this side, I got these holding on to this one. For this, I'm gonna go ahead and actually release it, and then get this chain on this side, and I'm actually keep it. But as you can see, instead of facing the hook, this hook facing in, now it's facing flush straight right there.
That's how it's done, huh?
Yeah, so now the chains are on. Now we're gonna see if the adjustment is correct. So there's this tool that comes with your bag. In here, it's like an L shape. What do you call it? L-shaped tool. It might be in my tool bag. This tool right here, this is the tool that we're going to use. This is the tool that we're going to use to tighten these up. So we're gonna come in on this first one. It's actually this way. Down on that one. This one right here. This one right here. And then this one right here. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just go up on these and twist them up. Let's lock them in. These are going to be a little bit more difficult to get to. If you need to, you can move the truck to get these hooks on top, so you ain't gonna struggle around trying to do them overhead. So like right here, right now, I'm actually gonna roll back a little bit, about a quarter, just to get some more of those inside hooks on the outside. What it's also gonna do is it's gonna loosen up the chain where it's loose. It's gonna tighten up the chains where it's loose, and it's gonna spread that tension all over the chain. Right now with some of the tire being on top of the chain. Some of that tension that was on the bottom of that chain is now going to spread to some other areas of the chain. So now you just want to check to make sure that none of these loosened up. Make sure everything's still tight. Sometimes these are loose now. They seem to be holding on still. So now I'm going to keep moving forward with the rest of these locks. That one's tight. Done. This is the one we just did first. So we have another one down there. And we have another one down here. It's tight. One more. I'm gonna go back a little bit more. Yeah, like I said, what you really want to make sure is that these are even on both sides, so that you don't have too much on one side or the other. Even, and that these hooks are out. And then you can go ahead and just pull and tug a little bit, make sure that everything is nice and tight everywhere. As you can see, it ain't going nowhere. And then you just want to repeat that step for that other tire and the tire in the back. Now if it's singles, it's the same thing. Exactly the same thing, except with having that middle hook right here in the middle, it's just gonna be this on both sides. You're gonna tighten up on both tires. When you got triples, you can either do this set and the opposite, or vice versa. But you're only gonna put two triple line chains on the front. And then when you gotta do your trailers as well, when DOT asked it, it's the same thing. The way I like to break them up if they're singles is just one, and one on the other side. And yeah, that's how you put them on. If these were a little loose, like let's say after I tightened them all up, they were a little loose, I'd come down here and I'm actually gonna loosen it up so you can see. If they were loose like this when they were tightened, what I would do is I'd come down here and instead of like zooming in right here, instead of coming in this second hole right here, I'd come in this third one. I'd go ahead and hook onto this third loop right here. That way it's grabbing more chain on right there. So it's a little tight right now, but there you go. Now it's on the third loop. Now these would be tightened. And the same thing goes if it's too tight. Like right now, you know, I'm struggling to get it. Right here, you see it's too tight. You just come down here and you loosen this one up back to, let's say, the second or the first. And once you got it all nice and loose like that, then it's gonna let you tighten these up easy. And let's tighten them up easy like that. Now to take them off, you just do in opposite order. You go ahead and loosen up these hooks. Make sure that they're all loose. On both sides. And you're gonna look for that hook in the middle. Right now, I think it's near the bottom right now. So I'm gonna roll a little bit so that I can get my hook on top. That middle hook is kind of a bitch. If you don't have it in the right position, it's gonna be kind of hard to unhook it. So I just like to have it on the top position so that my chains don't get tangled. Because if you untangle that one, and you untangle one of the other ones, sometimes your chain gets stuck. You just wanna have that middle hook on the top dead center.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, that's fine.
Right.
What?
So I'm actually going to start with this side over here. I'm going to unhook the large hook. I'm going to unhook the middle hook. And then finally I'm going to unhook this one. And then you can just cross these over. Get them right here.